so freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast, episode 220 fucking one. Scared is in.
With us this week, we got a fucking very special guest. Why? Because we always do, and we're cool like that.
Always.
Cool like that? We're cool,
I'm cool like that.
That's right. With us, we have the tantalizing, the mesmerizing Misha Montana.
Girl, how the fuck are you doing tonight?
I'm so good. That's probably the best fucking intro I've ever had in my whole life. I should just like have you guys follow me around like when I walk into Starbucks or something and
That's what I'm saying.
I love it. I'm great, guys. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing good. Just coming off a fucking rowdy weekend, a fun weekend of partying, watching a little bit of wrestling.
Oh, I know. Fuck yeah. It was great. We have to talk about that.
Well, hey, let's just take a deep dive right into it right now. Royal Rumble. What were your thoughts on it?
I actually was pleasantly surprised. I had pretty low expectations. For some
word expectation.
Were not high. Plus, like, you know, the bloodline story was getting kind of old to me. It was like getting stale. So I really liked the direction that they went with it. I had a feeling they might go like in that kind of a direction with Sammy, but I'm glad they actually like stuck to their guns and did it. I love that Rhea won the fucking friends. I was like, I knew when as soon as she came out first, I was like, this bitch has got to go like bell to bell. I was like, when she almost fell off, I was like, no fucking way, there's no way. Like, I was so captivated by it the whole time, like yelling at the TV like people would do for like Super Bowl. I was really involved in it. So as soon as I knew that she like was gonna, I knew she would get it. Like I was hoping she would, and she deserves it. Like she's wonderful. So I think that's badass. That Logan Paul Ricochet jump was fucking crazy.
You know what? I was like calling shit with my buddy because he hasn't really watched wrestling, but you know, the Rumble's a big deal and he wanted to have people over. And so we were talking throughout the night and he's asking me, what do you think about this? I was like, dude, when I'm not a huge Logan Paul fan per se, but the dude is super athletic and can do some fucking shit. There's no doubt about that. As soon as he got in the ring and I saw like Ricochet look at him, this is like a couple minutes before they even did that shit. I told my buddy, I'm like, dude, man, these guys are both super fucking athletic. They can do some fucking special shit together. And then, you know,
sure. That's like the Pauls in general. I just like they irk me to death, but they're like the talent that Logan Paul really has is like undeniable. It really is like, and he is incredibly athletic, and obviously he has like passion for the sport too. Yeah. So it's like he's talented as fuck. You can't deny it. So I was just like in awe of what he does for sure. But I thought it was great. I loved every like second. I thought it, Wyatt, that whole scenario is one of my favorites.
Didn't it look great? I wish I had some fucking ecstasy.
I know. Like this, I love the dark, like the creepy storylines too, because it's just totally up my alley for porn stuff. I'm like, oh, I love this so much. Like the dark stories, like I love it. So it was great. Everything they did was fucking awesome, in my opinion. I loved it.
When fucking Bray's looking too, and you see like the red eyes,
the context,
dude. It reminded me if you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So like I do some gaming here and there, and there was an older Call of Duty that came out. I'm trying to think which one it was, but I play the zombies mode a lot, and there's a what the fuck? I think Kevin Smith is in this one too. It's fucking weird, but it's Rave in the Woods. And you take this magic powder and everything looks just like that match did, where it's all dark and everything's like glowing and shit. And I was like, oh my God, dude. Like, who's got the pills?
The blackout match, like with the glow in the dark, whatever, like beads or whatever they had flying around. I was like,
Benoit beads, yeah.
Yeah, whatever those were.
Anal beads got loose. Like
Benoit baby heads. Shout out to our homies, Wretch, R.I.P.
I love it. It was great. I was thoroughly entertained, and I think it was the highest viewed Royal Rumble they've ever had. I heard too.
Mhm.
So a lot of people, like, it was great. I loved it because Raw's been kind of boring in my opinion the last like few weeks. So this was definitely a redemption for them. I loved it.
What about your thoughts on Cody winning? I mean, I think we all knew that was what was going to happen.
I knew that was going to happen. It's not. I don't like Cody. It's not my favorite.
Woo! Bodie, bust it out. Come on.
What? What do you want me to bust out?
You know what they want to hear.
What are the words? I don't know. Something Cody Rhodes.
Like, I don't know. He's just about him. Like, that's what everyone's like, why do you don't like? I was like, I don't know if it's just like a personality thing, or like it just rubs me the wrong way. Like I'm invested in it, you know, like personally. But he's just not my favorite. I know a lot of people are like stoked on that, but I'm like, and plus it was like that was one of the things where you're just like, oh, Cody's back. Of course he's gonna win. Shocker.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Shocker. We called that.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, right.
Shocker's a great movie, by the way. Wes Craven, I think. I love it.
Wes Craven, yeah, there you go. I don't know. Friggin' not my favorite. So, but that's okay. You know, I think he's talented too. And obviously coming off of that nasty pec injury, like it's what they all do. Like you say, you know, when people sit there and they're like, you suck, or, you know, whatever, it's like, try doing anything remotely close to what these people do. So I would never like hate on anybody. It's just, they're not my fave, you know?
Yeah.
It's not my
I'm trying to think of who I just saw. Oh, maybe it's MJF cutting some interview with who's that fucking guy? He had the fro and now he's bald. Sam something, not Sam Wrestling. He does.
Oh
that
shit. I know who you're
I saw some
about.
fucking YouTube
Sam Roberts.
short. Yes. And MJF was talking. He's like, you know, I have UFC friends, MMA friends that have came and seen us train and practice and do what we do, and they're like, and tried it, and like, nah, man, can't fucking do it. And we're talking about like the baddest people on the planet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's totally different too. Like even, you know, people coming from those different, you know, realms, like physical, like combat sports, and then they're like, dude, pro wrestling is completely different, and more difficult in a lot of ways too. Like, I mean, there's a lot of acrobatics that go into it, and you know, a lot of the theatrics, and like you have to have the entire thing. It's not just like you go out and beat the shit out of each other. Finesse. So
yeah, a lot of trust, a lot of coordination, a lot of everything, athleticism, the whole shebang.
Yeah, you have to have the total package to do it. That's why it's so annoying when people are like, oh, it's fake, you know, this is fake. It's like, it's choreographed in a sense. You know,
we're going to have to bleep you for dropping an F-bomb on our fucking show. You're so disrespectful.
I know, shun me. Put me in the corner.
Smite me, almighty Spider. Well, so you seem super like hyped about, and this is what I find cool because I first became aware of you, and I want to talk about this a little bit because I kind of got a little inside thing going with a promotion by the name of XPW. One day, guy hits me up and he's like, "Yeah, man, fucking Will's gone, Misha's gone," and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" And if you could enlighten us, if that's something I don't know, if it's something you don't want to talk about, that's fine. I have no fucking clue what it is, but I was just surprised because I really enjoyed like the shit you were doing with SHLAK. I mean, that was fucking dope. Like taking his cardboard cutout, like what in the fucking beach. Was there one you were doing something at the beach and then through like a McDonald's drive-through or some shit? And it's like, oh, SHLAK, you're so, and it's his cutout. I'm like, this is fucking great.
So to answer your question right off the bat, and then we can backtrack a little bit, but to be completely honest, this is the first time actually that I've actually talked about it, because the last show that I was in was in Halloween in Hell in October when I was bleeding.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was in Jersey, and like there's, as you guys know, like I always tell people, I'm like, Dark Side of the Ring is going to be so lit, like when all this like stuff comes out. But without like giving up like too much information, I have wanted to remain a part of XPW. Like, obviously, I love it with like all my heart. Like everything that I've ever said and done with XPW, I bled for that shit, you know?
Yeah,
like,
and it seems like a perfect home for you, you know?
And I honestly, to me, it's like it's a family. I felt attached to everybody in that promotion, and it really is like a family unit. Like, and people think that's crazy to say, but it's like, it really is like the dynamic between everyone in the locker room. And it really was like my favorite thing that I like look forward to doing for the last year of my life. And then the promotions and stuff too. Like, it's so fun for me creatively and artistically to do that, you know? And I'm really attached to it. So there's been a lot of shit in the last 6 months going on backstage in my personal life. And then that's interfering with XPW. And it's really hard to say right now if I'm going to be a part of it any further, because they basically like wrote me off. And then I was like, it was so unclear. Like, no one ever definitively told me like, you're not in it anymore. Right. It was like, it just kind of like ignored me. And then the person who got me into it was apparently like then charged with like handling me like as a 33-year-old woman that I can't handle my own self. And so therefore like, and he has personal feelings against me because of my current relationship. So it's like it's a web of like mess. And so, you know, that in a combination of other things that have like happened. So at the Jersey show, no one knows this. This is an exclusive, by the way. So there's an exclusive for you. This is what in Jersey. And this is why like I never ever want to overshare like problems that I have going on ever again, because like once you like admit something that you've done wrong, then people take it and then they use it as like a weapon against you permanently, like forever.
Especially nowadays.
Oh my God. Yeah. And so I made a mistake. Like I was in Florida. I got caught in the hurricane that had happened. I was intending to be in New York and New Jersey like a day or two before Saturday. What ended up happening was I was up all night, Friday night, the night before. I had a 4 a.m. flight, and, you know, dealing with the hurricane and all this stuff for the whole week. I was exhausted. I didn't sleep at all. Didn't sleep on the plane. I had to wait 2 hours at JFK because no one would come pick me up. It was just like a shit show per usual, which is, you know, is the case most of the time. But, you know, it was just, by the time someone got me, it was like noon. And then I was supposed to do a signing and I couldn't do it. I took a nap in the car. I was like, there's no way I'm going to function. Like, and people don't understand too with me that like I had a stroke, and like, as much as like people think that I've recovered a lot, like I have to sleep probably like more than any human does just to function somewhat normally. And I try, and it's my mistake too, is that in the past I recovered so well physically that I used that as like a Band-Aid to kind of cover up how badly neurologically and like emotionally I actually have been damaged from it. Right. So, because I never wanted people to like not judge me, but like pity me or treat me differently, or, you know, think that I needed some like extra attention. I just wanted to just kind of brush past it, which was a mistake too. But I took a nap in the car while they all did their signing for like an hour and a half, and then went back to the hotel. You know, just mass chaos. We go over to the venue. The girls and I started drinking. We had a few drinks, and I drink heavily. Like, if anyone knows, like, and I'm not saying like I have a problem. I'm saying like I can drink. So, and I enjoy drinking. I always drink. I drink a lot. But then what happened I was tired.
Yeah.
So I fell asleep. That's what happened. I didn't act a fool. I didn't beat anyone up. I don't get crazy. I literally fell asleep in the chair and missed the show. And I was fucking devastated. Like, completely devastated. I woke up and I was like bawling, crying. I was telling, you know, Rob and SHLAK and like every single person, I felt so bad. I still feel bad, like, because it means so much to me. And everyone knows that too. Like, they know, like I did. And what happened after that was I thought, you know, that my apologies were like received, because people, if you know me, like, you know, I care about this so much, like, and I made a mistake. And after that, it was like, it seemed like it was received. And I actually started cutting promos where like I was like locked in the closet where like, you know, the show was going on. I cut all these promos. I sent it to them. They never responded, never posted it, didn't do anything with it. And I was like, well, this is like weird. Like, what is going on? And no one would tell me, you know, what's going on. And then it started spiraling deeper where like, then all these rumors came out that I was like talking shit about like Rob from someone, which is absolutely untrue, because everything I've ever said was I wanted Rob to be like the godfather of my side. I've never said anything bad about Rob, but it just, you know, this chaos, like once people grab a hold of something, it just spirals out of fucking control. Like, and the combination, it just started becoming, you know, I didn't go to the December show because I didn't feel welcome back at that point. And then it was like, oh, you didn't show up to the December show. I was never advertised to be there. No one ever told me to be there. I never had a role. I was trying to like talk to third party people about like, I wanted to do, I can't tell you guys like how many plans like I was trying to come up with that were just like unanswered and like falling on deaf ears. And I was like, okay, I get the hint. Like, if you don't want me to be a part of this anymore, then I won't be. And then my current relationship bothers everyone. So then that became a thing where like, I wasn't going to be allowed back unless I talked shit about my current boyfriend.
That's
like,
for real?
Yeah. Like stuff like that. It's like, and I, you know, it's just really fucking upsetting and disappointing to me because I really, like, and I still like, I won't say anything bad about anyone or any part of it. It just like, the whole thing is really sad to me. On top of dealing with a lot of the other stuff I've been dealing with like publicly and privately over the last few months, that was the biggest blow, I think, to my life, was losing XPW potentially. Again, no one's ever told me like officially that I'm not in it, but you know, I get the hints that I'm just not going to be welcome at the moment for whatever reasons. So that's what it is, guys. That's, no one's ever heard that story before, so that's a first.
Well, I appreciate you know, sharing it and setting the record straight, because like I said, even though, you know, like I said, I know people there and somebody had informed me that you and, you know, Will were gone, and I never got a reason. And I'm just like, well, what the fuck, you know? I'm not there. I don't see what goes on behind the scenes, you know, like I mean, I only see what you guys present as content. And I was like, man, she's like the new, you know, back in the day, XPW famous, you know, Rob ran did the porn thing and had a lot of porn stars there, you know, Jasmine and a bunch of other people. And Jasmine we had on the show, and, you know, Kat, fucking his wife and shit. And we've had SHLAK. He's a good friend of the show, good homie in real life.
Yeah.
And, he's the fucking shit. And what you guys were doing was so cool. Cause I'm like, man, dude, like, this is what he needs, you know, the fucking human meat grinder. And he's got this hot fucking babe that's just like on his shit and like creatively, like I said, that shit to me, and being like a death metal comedy, fucking horror nut and whatever, like the timing, everything was great about those segments on XPW TV. You know, you're taking them through the fucking drive-through, taking them swimming and shit.
Drive-through one got me. Still lose it over that one.
It was so funny shooting that too, because like the guy at the drive-through, it was like like real people, so the reactions are real. It was so funny. I was dying. I was trying hard. Like every time we do this stuff, I'm like, I'm trying so hard not to laugh the entire time. Even in the one, I was legitimately like drowning in like 6 inches of water, and there are people, like, if you look closely, like I'm laying down in the water with the cutout because I didn't want to go too deep, and like people are like out past me, and I'm like rolling around in the water, just getting like, you know, rocked in the face by these waves, and I'm just like, my eyelashes are gone and like drowning. I'm like trying not to laugh and drown at the same time. It was like, it's just like so much fun to me, and it's such a fun creative outlet, and it was something that I never expected to be in. And then when I was in it, I was like, I even said at one point, like a lot, that I loved wrestling more than a porn. I felt more like passionate about that, and that, you know, and everything about it, like, and SHLAK and I, the, you know, being together and that storyline, and everything, it was so well received and fans loved it. I get hit up all day, every day by fans that are like, where are you? What's going on? Are you coming back? And I really don't know what to say, and it's
right.
I hope so. I would like to go back. I even had an idea for the show next week to myself. Again, I haven't heard anything. So that's all I can say,
I mean, we can only hope for your fucking return because it makes for great television. But how the fuck did you get involved with XPW in the first place? I mean, because you haven't done any other like wrestling shit, have you?
I haven't. And I got into it at first because I started watching Dark Side of the Ring, and then all the documentaries, and then I was hooked on just the stories. I'm sitting there like, oh, what's happening now? I loved it. Like Dark Side of the Ring got me obsessed with it, and obviously I knew about Rob, Ivan, or Slava as he's called in XPW, is the photographer for them.
Yeah.
He had known Rob from 20 years ago. Rob reached out early on and was like, you're still doing porn. Do you know anybody in the porn industry? Because Rob's obviously out of touch from being out so long.
Right.
So he, Ivan, to facilitate people that might be interested in being involved in even just like promotional stuff at first. And I was like, hell yeah, like, of course I'm down. So it started with like just modeling merch. And then I kind of started getting more creative with like the video promos. And I'm like, I really like this. And it just spiraled into like what it is. It just kind of fell in my lap. Like when they asked me if I wanted to be SHLAK's valet, I was like, I have no idea what that means, but I'm so excited.
Yeah, who's SHLAK?
I'm in.
It's a SHLAK. But then like, the obsessive like girlfriend storyline like came out about, and it just like, I loved it. Love it so much. Like, and, going through the stories and doing the promos and advancing that storyline, which really for a long time was the only storyline they even had.
Right.
And people, it was, and I loved it. We loved it. It was so much fun to do. And, SHLAK would get excited about it, like, and the stuff we were coming up with. And, it's fun. Like it's a lot of like passion goes into that. And you don't just make stuff like that if you don't have the passion or the love for it. So that's why I think it's so like, it's hurtful to like not know if that's going to be part of your life anymore. So,
So what was your relationship behind the scenes with SHLAK like? I mean, like we know SHLAK as a person and stuff, and that dude's fucking voice, like, and what he's doing. I don't know if you've seen like, here's the thing, this shit's getting me right now. The thing with Zandig, he's like,
oh, I know.
He's like, you're at the fucking Peking buffet. He's like, you're in the parking lot. Not, he's like, meet me in the ring, John. Not the fucking Peking buffet.
Their French fries fucking suck.
And he does it.
Food fucking sucks here.
Like we were trying to enjoy our dinner, and this like crazy man started yelling about.
This crazy man's talking shit about Danzig.
Hey, spit in some guy's face.
Happening right now. I love it. There's some kind of a theory that maybe he will be Necro's partner potentially. I don't know. Mm-hmm. He's older, but like that was a fan theory that I saw. I was like, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Knowing how some of these things go, then that might be a thing. So it'd be interesting to see. But SHLAK and I, it was funny because like he didn't talk to me for like the first like couple shows. Like I didn't even know if I was like, hey, I think he hates me. But
really,
right. And it wasn't like a bad thing. It was just like he just like didn't really interact with me a lot. And then finally, like all of a sudden, once he like burst out of his shell, it was like, this is great. I love this. Like it was so fun. Because we're good friends. Like I really like SHLAK a lot. Like, and we've all had dinners together and gone out, and he's a really wonderful person. So
not at the Peking buffet, right?
No, definitely not. Maybe like an Applebee's or two here and there, but classy establishment.
Peking buffet.
Oh, it's so wild. But no, SHLAK's great. Like he and I still communicate, and he's wonderful. Nothing but love for my man SHLAK. So it's been fun.
What was it like like for you to take those fucking bumps, like, and to get bloodied up? Because you got fucking hit with some light tubes, right?
I got hit with light tubes and chairs and kendo sticks and all kinds of stuff. Like, I loved like the blood. I loved bleeding. Like probably more than I ever should. Not that I ever said I was sane, but I loved it. Like, I wanted to do it so badly. And actually, like, there was a chance that whole spot, that we had been planning that spot for a long time. And there's actually supposed to be a lot more to that spot, that a lot of people were like, you shouldn't be doing some of these things. There was a table spot involved, and people were like, that's so dangerous. I don't think you should do it. And I was like, don't tell me what to do. I'm going to do it. And I was like, I really want to just do it all. Like, let's bloody it up, do table spots, like fucking whatever. I'm down. The only thing I find out is the tax. The thing makes me crazy. Like, I just don't know about the tack thing. I'm like, not there. Like, I had a childhood incident with a tack in my foot. And so I'm like, I just don't want to relive that trauma. But everything else I'm game for. And what happened was, like, 2 minutes before we were supposed to go out, we realized that there weren't any tables. There weren't any light tubes to be found anywhere for the main event.
What?
So
wasn't it Will or somebody's job to go out to fucking Home Depot and get this shit? That's why Will got fired. I'm telling you, he's not a good hand.
there's parts, like, but that, it was crazy. It was like, how are there's nothing we can use? And then it took like 10 minutes to, like, they were gonna cut us out, like the girls out of the spot completely. And I'm just like, I'm fucking ready to go, I'm devastated. And it ended up, that was kind of like, no one knows, it looked okay to fans, but it was kind of like a free-for-all. Like, we had a plan that did not happen at all, that we had been working on like a lot. And that most of that plan did not occur, but it still looked great. I mean, the audience, everybody seemed to like really like it. Like, but yeah, it didn't go quite exactly how we had originally planned. I'm stoked that I got to bleed. That's all I really cared about. I like afterwards, they're like, I went to like IHOP afterwards with all the blood like caked on my face, and people are just like staring at me trying to eat their pancakes, and I'm just like, I'm so stoked. I love this shit.
That's awesome.
Do it again too. I would totally. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll get my opportunity here in the future. So it won't be.
Well, that kind of sparks another question, Misha. I mean, has there been anybody else to hit you up, like any indie feds or anything, to do appearances?
There's been some interest, certain places. I haven't committed to abandoning the ship yet, because if I do, I think that's like a permanent decision.
No, like totally. You go work somewhere else, and Rob's like, "Oh, well, fuck this bitch. I know we played her shady, but yeah.
That's what I'm like. I don't want to be like, I don't know. One, I just don't like. I don't want to operate that way, and I don't want to be like put the nail in that coffin or have it be something that, because everything that I've learned, as much as I can try to do things the right way, if I did something that was even like intentional,
define the right way, girl. Define the fucking right way anymore.
According to Twitter and like the internet wrestling community,
fuck those guys. Fuck off.
Those guys, I've never experienced in my, like, I thought, with porn, like porn fans and all the shit that we deal with in porn and everything I've ever like faced, and I have super thick skin. I handle my shit, like I consider myself to be kind of a boss bitch for the most part. But man, when it comes to like, I've been like dumbfounded by like wrestling fans with some of the, I'm just like, what? Really?
What?
They're so rabid. I say that all the time, but
yes, I think they're the worst fan base, the worst and best, because they are passionate to the point where it's fucking great and it's uplifting, but then it's so fucking toxic it makes you just want to murder each and every one.
Both sides of the extreme.
It is. Well, that's like if they love you, like you're put over like for life and you're God in their eyes.
You can't do no wrong.
Holy shit. If you're on like, even like for example, I got on the bad side, like initially, I think it's like once people figured out that, you know, they actually watched me and realized that I'm not like, you know, using and abusing like the wrestling community for my own like advantage or exploiting it or, you know, whatever they thought. But they were at me hot for a minute. And I'm just like, what is going on? I've never had that level of harassment from anyone or any group of people in my life. And I deal with like feminists, like the religious, you know, zealots and fanatics and like porn crazy people and stalkers and all this. And like wrestling fans, they took the cake of everybody.
I believe it.
Hey, Boils and Ghouls, you're giving us a bad fucking name out there. So just
IWC.
Sit down.
I was just like, I love like wrestling fans too. Like even that's like my favorite thing too, when, you know, doing the meet and greets and stuff, and wrestling fans will be, like we said, like your fan for life. Like it's a lifelong commitment and it's beautiful. And I fucking love it. Like, cause you get it. You know, if you're a wrestling fan, you get it. Unlike any other, you know, human in the world. Like if people don't watch wrestling or understand it, they're like, I don't understand. Like, what is wrong with you guys? But if you get it, you get it. So on that level, you know, it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. But then if you get like, it's like you murdered their dog or their firstborn if you like upset them in any way. And it's just like ruthless. So,
it is.
You know, but that's why like too, I was like, you know, people, you know, decided to kind of go after me. I considered being like a heel type figure. You know, I've working
the gimmick, girl, working the gimmick.
Yeah, why not? Like, just run with it. I'm like, if everybody's upset, like, why don't we just run with it? But then again, you know, I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard thing to try to navigate right now. I'm hoping that, you know, in the future, something will align at the right time and it'll be, you know, a good decision for everybody involved. So we will see. I'd like to continue it wherever, you know, I'd like to continue with XPW, but if that's not a reasonable option at this point, then it's not.
And you can just come fucking host the JPDUB with us and kick it and say, fuck all these motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I'll be right there. Let me know.
Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Charlie Murphy style.
Holla.
Holla. So, like, where does wrestling enter your life at? Where, like, is this just I know you bring up that, you know, the XPW thing, that's how you became aware of them, but you're also, you know, at the top of the hour when we're talking about, you know, WWE Royal Rumble, I can feel it. I can see it. The energy is there. The passion is there. Where does that fucking start for you?
You know, I never was like a fan as a child. Like we never watched it as children. Like I just recently got exposed to it probably in the last like few years or so. And when I got into it, I was just like, I couldn't stop being into it. And this is before I even like knew I had that opportunity in the future, you know, part of it. I was just like fascinated by the stories, by the lives of these people, by their athletic ability. And because I was one of those people like growing up where I'm like, you know, I never thought it was appealing to me because everyone said it was, you know, the F word. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm sure it is. Like, it's probably dumb. And then getting involved in it and like watching it more and more. And I'm just like, this is amazing. And like, you know, I'm sure like you guys feel too, there's something about it that's unlike any other sport, any other form of entertainment. It's like you get invested in it so deeply, and it's really just a wonderful thing. I've got my son's into it now. My son Bodie actually was like, I take him with me to most of the shows. He didn't go to the Halloween one for obvious reasons. But he would go and like hang out and backstage, and you know, he got to meet like Dexter and, you know, all these people, Sabu and everybody, like, and he was hanging out, like learning how to wrestle with one of the like the ring crew guy's son. And, you know, so we're definitely a wrestling family now, which I never foresaw that happening. I didn't know that I would date a wrestler. I didn't know that wrestling would be this much of my life. I really wasn't into it for a long time. So it's like, it's kind of an interesting.
I think that's how my old lady is too. It's like, I never would have thought I'd been, you know, like, all you talk about is wrestling. That's all you care about is wrestling. I'm like, what's up, girl? It's not, you know, it's not so bad.
You love it. Love it. It's fun. Like, and going to the shows and stuff too. Like, that's a whole new level. Like, you know, it's fun.
It's a party.
Oh my God, it's so much fun.
Definitely.
Like, you look forward to those days. It's like, yes, it's show night. Like, it's fucking lit. Let's go. But I don't know what it is. There's something intoxicating about it that it draws you in. And, you know, when you become passionate about it to that level, like, you know, it's a really nice thing to have in your life. And it's cool. You know, the kids love it. And it's fun. It's like, you know, it's family entertainment that you never thought would be that. So I love it. I really plan on being, you know, a wrestling fan for the rest of my life, regardless of being involved in it as heavily as I am currently or not, you know. And swallow.
Wait, you singing Bush?
Oh no!
You think Gavin did you ever think he's hot?
Oh boy!
Like drinking, so I was like, you can swallow before you talk.
I was hoping he would talk and just dribble it all over himself.
Juicing at the lips.
Don't waste that banquet beer.
Yeah, dude.
Coors.
Motherfucker Bodie busts out that Sam Elliott.
He's drinking Coors, the banquet beer. Don't spill that beer.
Well, let's go into that. Let's kind of ditch the whole fucking wrestling thing for a moment, if you will. Your favorite, you like to drink. What's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink, you know, lately I've been drinking old fashions. Like, it's going out of style. That's been my like drink of choice. But I've always been a drinker. Like, I don't drink every day, but when I do drink, like, I enjoy it. I always have. I was like a party girl in high school. I loved it. And I drink red wine probably more than anything. Like, I'm sophisticated and old now, so like that's usually what I drink. But I enjoy drinking. Like, I'll drink beer. I like my White Claws. You know, I used to bring my White Claws like backstage. People would be like, do you drink anything else other than like White Claws? I just like having them around, you know. Which of course everybody's like,
they're so easy to just.
They're so easy to pound
and
back,
throw
man.
away. You know, if you're a slugger, like if you're a slugger like I am, like it's just. And it's not even doing it for the sake of fuck yeah, let's party. It's just that's how it just happened.
I'll drink Truly's any day of the week.
You're socializing or something, and before you knew it, it's like there's a case down. Somebody send this ass to a liquor store. Hopefully he's sober.
Right? I know that they're easy to like drink too. So it's like, and you have to have like 15 of them in order to get like a serious like drunk. But I enjoy them. The carbs are low. You know, it's like it's mildly healthy feeling.
That's a good thing because goddamn, I'm getting a gut from all that lager.
The beer, I know that's not like I love beer, but I'm just like, man, it would be a gross situation if I did nothing but drink beer. Like it would not be good.
Hey, there's a fetish for everybody. Go, come on.
There is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What about I mean, you got like this, you know, as far as like, I guess for someone off the street just look at you or whatever, you kind of got like this maybe like horror. Like I look at you, I'm like, man, look at this cool ass metal punk rock horror looking chick, you know, like what is it about horror movies, if any, that you get off on, and what's some of your favorites?
Well, you know, I actually am working right now on some mainstream horror projects that I'm really excited about. I really love, like, I came from, you know, being involved in like the theater community and then like the horror community. And I kind of abandoned that over the last like few years to like focus so much on just like industry porn. And then of course, like wrestling came up too. It's like, I lost my creativity along the way the last few years. Cause I used to like my old stuff too is like, I love dark, like horror and like dark, creativity, being like expressive in a creepy way. Like I always have. I like being outrageous in that sense and being weird and the blood and like just bizarre things that people are just so irked by. And it's always been the level that I like to perform on too, comes from like a really like grungy, dirty kind of side that I have. And I haven't been able to tap into that for a long time. So I was really excited. A friend of mine came to me and was like, hey, I'm working on some horror stuff. And we had talked about doing this pre-COVID. And we're going to gear up and do a bunch of some serious like horror stuff. I'm actually trying to do a project that's a horror porn too this year. It'll be under my own label and I'll direct and produce it. So we'll see. It's a huge task to try to take on, but I love it. Like horror is definitely something that I'm, you know, motivated by, inspired by, love being a part of it. I was behind the 8 ball on this one with Terrifier 2. We watched that a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I just finished it too, like a week ago. Yeah.
Oh God, it was so good. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like, I love that stuff too. Like, especially then, you know, part of the behind the scenes of everything too. So you can appreciate it even more. Like, it's fun to be just like genuinely entertained, but I love it all. Like horror is, you know, right up my alley. Scream is one of my favorites for sure. Like can't deny Scream, but I love all like literally someone was asked this the other day and I was sitting there like, I can't pick just like one thing because there's so many different, even like within the horror genre, there's like subgenres, you know? So it's like Gremlins, like I consider Gremlins a Christmas movie, but like it's also horror that I love, you know? Stuff like that. But
2-year-old's got some killer Gremlins PJs.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so awesome. I have a fanny pack that I've had for like 3 years and I like won't wash it or anything, but I use it every day and people are so gross.
A Gizmo one?
Yeah, it's Gizmo.
Gizmo.
And there's just like, dude, what is that thing in your bag? It's like people think I have like this dirty dog in my bag. Like,
don't feed it after midnight. Leave it alone.
I have a Gizmo tattoo. Yeah, a big one. Like I love Gizmo, like Gremlins, all the, you know, the horror stuff, like slasher horrors, all of it. Like I'm just like what I really want to do, slasher horror porn too, just like covering in blood. No, I love that shit. So. Yeah,
fucking necrophilia's got to go hand in hand because you got to be fucking dead if you. Fuck you, Sren. I'll still work one out. Have a little fucking creativity in your life.
No.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Whatever.
I wish we could do that. Unfortunately, like obscenity laws, they don't like that a lot. So, you know.
Well, go to Italy. Hey, man, you know, Dario Argento, you know, some of the old Hammer fucking horror shit. They were totally all about whatever. You know?
When in Rome.
And like some people get away with it, but I don't know if I'm one of those people, so I don't want to push it.
Well, you brought up tattoos, and we're talking about horror, and I mean, maybe this is the wrong terminology, but maybe not. I mean, on internet wise, you're kind of infamous for a sci-fi horror tattoo. Tell us about that. And as you know, I have some tattoos. I only got a couple on my arms. Bodie's got tats, but I can only fucking imagine what the pain level was. Anything. Just let everybody out there right now know what I'm fucking talking about. You know, I'm going to quit beating around the bush and let you deliver the goods.
So my claim to fame and notoriety in the world is that I have an alien face hugger from Alien tattooed on my pussy. And it's in like very realistic, like detail. It has and it's like mechanical and
it rolls.
I actually have one like this because we're in my office. I have one right here that I keep because like it's not.
Yeah.
But it's definitely more.
You need to make a tickler. I'm so good at the merchandise. Come on, just give me a little bit of credit.
That's a great idea. I have my fleshlight is like the coolest fleshlight ever made because it's like a mold of my pussy, but then it has like my piercings in it, but it's 3D of like the claws and the legs and the teeth. So it's actually molded like 3D with the legs. Like
badass.
It's really So no, I got that tattoo. It was live on the AVN red carpet during COVID, and it was like it ended up being like a 6.5 hour long tattoo, and it was the most excruciating thing that's ever happened to me. Like childbirth.
I can only imagine. Yeah, at least childbirth, they fucking give you an epidural. Come on.
Yeah, this was just excruciating. Like I can't. Like I tell myself, thank God it's in a place that doesn't see sunlight, because if it starts fading, it's meant to be. It's never getting touched.
I'm not touching it. I'll wipe it off, but I ain't touching it up.
I have friends tattooed like literally from head to toe, like every inch of their face, chest, bodies, you know, everything. And then they're like, "You're a gangster for that. I would never." like, I know why now. Like, and some people have like pussy tattoos, but they're like, you know, like little ones, and like, you know, they're not as like graphically detailed and like huge.
Or who's the other girl too? Or I can imagine. Who's the octopus girl? I think that's. Or maybe that's on her ass on her backside.
She has it all on her butt, which honestly, that's spot either. The like little bit that I have on the back of my leg, I'm like, God, this is just like one bad idea after another. You know, it's like, why did I do this?
The sacrifices for our arts.
Exactly.
It's the best decision I ever made as far as like, you know, for my personal liking of it. It's definitely made me an infamous brand for that purpose. But
it makes you stand out too. You know, I would think in the porn industry, you're going to get a lot more, you know, views and shit. I would think, because I mean, as the shit goes around, it's like, holy shit, you got to check this out. And especially, dude, I mean, you got your horror fans. Everybody watches porn. I don't care who you are. You know, the fucking good Christian that's going to preach his Sunday sermon. Guess what he's doing? He's jerking off to some tattoo parlor pussy. Don't fucking deny it. But anyways, like
that's
I'm
the
saying,
confessions book.
Stand out in that.
It
makes you stand out in that community. You know, like I think that's super cool. I mean, a community that nowadays, I would think especially is just with the advent of like OnlyFans, and I'd like to get your opinion on this, like OnlyFans, and there's other fucking websites out there. Do you think that's like, I mean, it's obviously good for the people in the business, they're making fucking money, but does that kind of take away from like the film revenue, in your opinion? Or
yeah, it definitely does. I talk about this quite frequently because, you know, OnlyFans emerging in the COVID era was just the worst thing that could have happened to like the adult industry because, you know, you have amateur people that never were involved.
I saw Bodie on there one time doing some fucked up shit. I was like, right, I thought I learned some new Spanish shit.
Hey, it's hard out here for a pimp.
It was hard out there for everybody, but it's like, you know, it's dangerous in a sense too, because people thought that they could play sex worker without understanding that they're real life complicated. There's this weird sense of like superiority that people have on OnlyFans because they think that like in some delusion that they're not doing porn, which is so odd in some sense, or like they think they're better than you, like because
there's no penetration.
Right. Yeah. Like there's, you know, all, like that comes up with it, that people, you know, it's reckless too, because people aren't getting tested. They're not held to the same standards that we are in our industry for as far as safety, as far as legalities, like, you know, knowing what 2257s are and paperwork and IDs and even consent. You know, people, the revenge porn went up. Thought they could make a dime on OnlyFans. Like, it's a dangerous situation. I think, you know, from a sex positive perspective, it has the potential to be a good thing, but there's no education and there's no like, and it's not a controlled environment. It's just a reckless, wild west. Like even in our industry, you've seen like this weird kind of, forgive my choice of words, but like it's penetrated the adult industry with like aggressive STDs more so than ever before. And it's because have reckless content creators that they throw these content parties, and I'm like, is anyone tested? Does anyone have paperwork? Like, you know, it's only a matter of time before OnlyFans, I think, gets hit really hard. And in my opinion, rightfully so. You know, I don't want to knock a source of my income, but I also think that it needs to be under control, and it's not. And it's going to ultimately hurt people that really are serious about being in the sex work industry. It will ultimately hurt us a lot, because we already face an uphill battle against, you know, the government, against religious groups, against society in general, just to even have the right to exist and work. And, you know, OnlyFans recklessness is giving legislators the perfect opportunity to try to shut down the, you know, the industry in its entirety, even with it. So it's unfortunate, but, you know, I try to educate people and mentor people as much as I can and provide any insight. But, you know, it's shocking how ignorant people really are, like, when it comes to some of this
I used
stuff.
to think it was shocking, but anymore, like, it just seems like a vast majority of society I encounter. I'm just like, man, you know what? About 5 minutes or years ago, that would have been fucking shocking. But man, you guys are just all disgusting, you know?
Yeah. Nothing shocks me anymore. I'm like, like so shocked. And I used to, like, I feel kind of bad too. Like, I don't feel like I'm jaded, but I feel like my patience level has like gone down, like my tolerance, where I'm just
with you, sister. I'm with you.
How? Like, and I feel bad. Like, I catch myself sometimes because I'm like, the Russian will come at me where I'm just like, are you dumb? Then I'm like, that's not very like, you don't know how to book a fucking flight? How? Like, you don't know how to do these things? Like, how did you make it through life to get to this fucking point? No.
I don't know. Last time I was shocked was when Nia Jax came out in the Rumble at number 30.
Clip of the week.
Yeah, right.
I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, really? I thought I seen it all. I didn't think I could be shocked by anything. Well, here we go. Nia fucking Jax is back in the WWE.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, remember her theme music? This was a subject when we first started this show.
Yes.
Let me cue it up for you real quick. I'm not a monster. Oh, that's what it says. I don't care what you hear. That's what it says.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Whatever. I'm not a fan of fucking Nia Jax.
Oh, it was bad.
Voice of an angel, obviously. So,
of course.
Speaking of voices, what kind of fucking music are you like just passionate about?
You know, I'm really just like one of those people that's passionate about a lot of different kinds of music, depending on.
That's fine. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was a mix of Elton John and some like Johnny Cash, and then like Marilyn Manson and MGK.
What Marilyn Manson are you rocking?
Oh my God, I like all of it, but I literally was listening to Kill for Me earlier. That's the newer one. Mm-hmm. That was. But I play it on YouTube, so it's just like his channel on like repeat because I like watching the videos. And then I
gotta go back old school, Portrait of American Family or something. That's
Lunchbox.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Lunchbox.
Well that's my Marilyn is. I actually have. It's actually really cool. I should show you if it's in here. I have this photo book. You'll love this. It's all Marilyn Manson portraits. It's fucking so cool.
Damn.
It's like all these fucking from his like old school, you know? I love it. It's all Marilyn. Like, so I'm a huge Marilyn fan. I love Marilyn. But
what about Typo Negative?
I know. Well, and then he like saw yesterday the allegations came out again. Got more.
Yeah, I saw that. He was cleared, and then all of a sudden these fucking
I know. Like, damn it. What's going on now?
All these fucking
bad boy.
They're all getting busted out. What else are and do you tend to dip into the heavier side like of metal or anything like that?
Yeah, I used to go to shows all the time too. Like I would mosh and fucking get down. Like Atreyu is one of my favorite bands. I love Ice Nine Kills. I'm friends with one of the guys from Ice Nine Kills.
I think they're touring with Dying Fetus or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm serious. Dying Fetus is a real band. They're brutal as fuck.
Kill your mother, rape your fucking dog.
Yeah,
check it out.
That far into it, but I mean, I don't know what they're saying half the time anyway. Like Alex the Terrible, the Russian guy, I love like listening to his stuff, but it's like I have no idea what they're saying 90% of the time. So I'm just like, I just headbang it out, and like that's all it is,
Just the sounds, man. It really, that's all. A lot of people rip on the death metal shit, but it's no different than a guitar. You don't understand what that's saying because it doesn't fucking talk. It's a sound, you dumb fucks. I had to get it out of there. I just got to defend my fucking hometown, What about old school hip hop or anything like that? You down with any fucking old school gangster rap like the 90s, late 80s shit?
Like I'm actually more like fond of like present day rap, which people would be like more to hear. Like I'm not a big like Tupac, Biggie era like fan of rap.
I wouldn't even talk about those guys. I'm a Eazy-E kind of fucking ghetto boys fucking dude.
Like I don't know. I mean, I fuck with some like Wu-Tang Clan for sure, but like
they're nothing to fuck with. That's what I hear.
From what I hear, yeah.
You have to. I don't know. I like a lot of the like more modern stuff where it's like Logic, is one of my favorite like rappers. But Eminem, Eminem's my number one fave for sure. Like he always has been. I was listening to Eminem, and like I blame Eminem for like the reason that I am partially am how I am because I listen to a lot.
I don't know. That's just the way I am.
It's just the way I am, yeah. Like I love Eminem. But I know I love rap. I always have liked rap. I think like for a while there, like rap was probably number one. Like I love.
I think it kind of still is.
Yeah, I mean it really is. Like I grew up in Reno, which is hop, skip, and a jump away from the Bay. So like we used to go to the Bay and like see shows, and like Tech Nine I've seen like 12 times.
Nice. Dude, Tech Nine, dude, shout out to my boy Chris Montez, huge Tech Nine.
Heck yeah, he is.
He just did that fucking joint with the fucking Rock too, a couple years ago. Like,
yeah, he blew up into the mainstream pretty quick. Like he was underground for so long, and then like all of a sudden, like we used to go to shows, believe it or not, Tech Nine shows, there were like 20 people there, and then by the end of it was like sold out. Like you couldn't get tickets, thousands of people. I was like, this sucks, I don't want to go to anymore. Like I like to go to dive bars where like you're gonna get shot. That's where like we used to watch Tech Nine and Atmosphere and all those guys, but I loved it. Like that was a really fun.
I think the ICP people.
ICP.
What's that?
Yeah, I love ICP.
I think they kind of popped Tech Nine. I think their fan base kind of like gravitate towards that dude, because I've met so many ICP fans that are just diehard Tech Nine. And I'm like,
They used to tour together too.
And he got real big.
Real big. He got real big because they have like 2 Chainz and all kinds of stuff. So shout out Tech Nine. I love Tech Nine.
Jim Ross would say he got real big,
real
hard, real stiff. Back out, take a shot. It's been a while, bitches.
Back out, Tech Nine.
Back out, Tech Nine on the pole match. Pinata. Barbecue. So many shots. It's a little inside thing we do here, Misha.
I love it.
Yeah, the inside joke. The rule is if he does a Jim Ross impression, then anybody listening has to take a shot. It's been like 7 or 8 months. When we first started the show a few years ago, he'd literally do it every fucking week, like 3 times, and then he just stopped. So that's
can't
the history.
Blame a brother for wanting to get his friends lifted.
We're catching people up, Oh, yeah, new listeners and shit.
I love it. I love it. Fuck yeah. Everybody take shots. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of catching up, Misha, what projects do you have in the world? I know you talked about the horror movies and shit, but I mean, just anything across, the medium of wrestling, the adult industry, anything. What do you got coming up or in the works?
I am directing a couple of series right now. My award-nominated series, Glam Gons, I'm working on the 3rd installment. And then I just started doing a new prison series called Orange is the New Ink. I'm directing that. I want to do the Yeah, I know. It's like it's the hot Luzzy prison. But like the way I do stuff, it's never like the really soft, intimate stuff. It's always the really hardcore,
I mean, when you get down to fucking, you want to be hardcore.
Go big or go home.
A lot of my
animal.
They like reciprocate that kind of like energy that I have with it, and they want to be gross and like crazy like I do. So it's really cool. It's a fun project that I've been working on. There's a lot going on in adult as far as like those projects. I'm gonna reprise my award nominated role in Ink Motel 4 as Svetlana. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So I'm writing, directing a lot, have some performances coming up, and yeah, it's crazy, like all the things that we have going on. I was chosen to be an ambassador and educator for the Porn Conversation, which is awesome because they are educating on sex education from sex workers, talking about body positivity and safety and everything that is sex, and going out into the mainstream world and kind of, tackling some of these really tough issues and conversations that I really think we need to have. So I'm so happy to be a part of that and represent them. So it's great. There's a lot of great stuff going on.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah,
those conversations need to be had, and I think you're perfect for that. There's a lot of things that people don't know that could they could benefit in education, especially from you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I agree. I think, education is critically lacking in society, especially around sex. And it's really hard to try to educate people that don't want to hear it, and then they don't think it's like appropriate that children, know about it. So it's a delicate, very controversial situation. But it's, I think who better than sex workers? Like, we're not promoting sex. We're not promoting going out. Like, yeah, go for it. And like, also, it's people don't understand that one of the criticisms is that, we have sex on the internet that they can access and therefore learn from. And my, argument to that is they shouldn't be learning from us on the internet. If you're not willing to have that conversation, then maybe they should be talking to someone who maybe they've seen accidentally. I would hope not. But, let's be realistic here. Like, we all hope these things don't happen, but this is the society that we live in. It's sex obsessed. And if you're just going to like put the headphones in and try to ignore this, our STD rates are the highest they've ever been. Pregnancy rates are the highest they've ever been amongst younger and younger children every day. There's sexual assault going up, all these, negative consequences of being uneducated. And placing all this stigma and shame around sex in our bodies, which is a natural biological thing and a wonderful thing. So, giving people the tools to be able to, and then even if you don't want to hear it from me, teaching parents how to have conversations with their kids that are appropriate. Abstinence-only education has been proven to not only not work, but to be even more problematic and create serious, psychological issues potentially down the line as well. So if we can go out and educate people and give them the tools and the resources they need, then I think, we can make a difference in a lot of these things.
Yeah, and in the world, like everything you just said, like, yeah, that's I so agree, because if you look at how the world is now, right, like it almost feels like, especially with the advent of the internet and all these phones and shit we have, sex is socially fucking, it's accepted across the board, but not socially in the public eye. Everybody is watching you guys, or somebody, or some form of sex, because like you said, it's science. It's in us. It's a natural fucking thing. It is a beautiful fucking thing. Do people need to be educated? Yes. Does it need to start fucking at home? Yes. And the thing that America has always been weird about is sex is so taboo. Like, I would rather better educate my children younger. And I'm not saying, hey, you know, fucking you're 4 years old, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have enough common sense to know when you can start, because especially nowadays, because kids see shit. I'm a product of the 80s and 90s. We didn't have, you know, whatever was on TV and the scrambled tits and ass I could watch when I could, you know, that's all I had. But kids nowadays have access to every single thing. And if you don't fucking talk about it with them, then yeah, they could be fucking weird. And I think there's nothing wrong. America, that's what I fucking said. America thinks it's so wrong, but yet to be so obsessed with sex, because America is, and we all are. And if you go to Europe and see shit like just the relaxed shit, like news anchor women are fucking topless and shit, and just whatever. It's people enjoying, like you said, their bodies and all that shit. I don't care. It's this one big, hey man, if I die and hopefully go to heaven, isn't that what it's going to be anyway? Just like the most beautiful shit all the time, and like this good, like just enjoy who we are as human beings. This is educate people properly, so we're not fucking having these STD rates and all this negative shit happening. But don't shame it. You know, it's been like that. Sex has been taboo for so long that nowadays we live in a 50-50 world, I feel, where it's taboo, but everybody accepts it and does it. Because why are these rates spiking then? Why? Because you enjoy sex. You just need to be a little more smarter about it, you motherfuckers. So yes, I fucking wholeheartedly agree with that.
I agree. Exactly. You nailed it right there.
Speaking of nailing shit, where can everybody nail down some fucking, do you have any merch for sale? Where can people maybe, you know, your OnlyFans, if you want to plug anything right now, now is the time to do it.
Please go fucking unload.
I do have my like Xeno Kitty hats that are pretty notorious now too, and I'm running out of them. So if anybody wants hats, they're running out. I don't have a site up, but if you want a hat, you can DM me on Instagram. My handles on Instagram and Twitter are the Misha Montana. My website's mishamontana.com and onlyfans.com/Misha Montana.
Fuck yeah. Misha, this has been a fucking pleasure. And
yes, it has.
I hope you're down to fucking chop it up again sometime.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Nothing but the fucking best for Misha and her future endeavors. Yes.
And hopefully fucking XPW, you know,
hopefully
they'll get their shit together. If not, you're more valuable somewhere else.
Thank you. Well, you know,
I love them, but fuck them at the same time. You know, just be good to each other, people. And speaking of being good to each other, yeah, if you want to be good to us, prowrestlingtees.com/JPDUBtees.
Buy the shirts. Buy the fucking shirts.
You guys we talked about how you're a toxic fan base. You don't really support. You ain't buying our shirts, so I don't know what the fucking problem is. Hey, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Check us out. Like, subscribe,
share on fucking YouTube, JPDUB.com. That's where you need to bring it and fucking sing it in the live chat every motherfucking week.
Speaking of the live chat, you guys that are tuning in right now, we fucking appreciate you guys every fucking week tuning in and chopping it up with us as we relive these fucking awesome hangs that we get to do every fucking week. Misha, we're so fucking honored and privileged. Thank you. There's this little thing we like to do at the end of the show right now, and it goes a little something like this. Wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up.
Yeah.
So fucking wet for Misha Montana. If you ain't on board, then you could go fuck your soul.
You gonna do sex to me?
Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!